Hello, Half Moon Bay High School students. I'm Andrew Boyce, an assistant principal. I'm going to go ahead and go over some safety training and guidelines for your return to hybrid or in-person learning. All right, so you must follow the 4 pillars. I'm going to go ahead and link this slideshow so you can go over in greater detail, but I want to make this brief for our announcements today. Remember, health and hygiene, to wash your hands, have cough etiquette, all those types of things. Everyone must have a face covering. Bandanas are not acceptable face coverings. We need to tie it around the nose, tie it around the chin, okay? And physical distancing. You stay 6 feet from other people, okay? And I know guidelines have been changing, but for right now, this is what we plan for, and this is what we're going to use as we begin this return to school. Limited gatherings is sort of a separate issue, and I won't go into that now. So Hazel Health, your parent or guardian should have signed up for a health screener. And each morning they'll get a message and they'll complete that symptom checker. And hopefully we'll get a cleared for school message. It's very important that your parent or guardian sends you a screenshot of that message. It will really speed up the process when you enter campus, and you can get to your classrooms in a much more quickly and orderly fashion. So the steps when you arrive for school days. Arrive to school no earlier than 15 minutes before your first class. It's important. We don't want people gathering. We want people to get on campus and get to their classroom. Okay, so 15 minutes, try to plan that, and we'll go ahead and process students as they arrive. If you are being driven to school, there's 2 locations. There's the G building drop-off spot and pickup spot, and there's the flagpole drop-off and pickup spot. Student drivers, please go to the upper parking lot. You do not need to have a parking pass, and you can go ahead and check in at the flagpole. If you're walking or riding to school, stay on the sidewalk or ride toward the upper parking lot. Check-in station is at the flagpole. Campus map, just to go over the drop-off spots, we've got the G building location, and we have the other car drop-off spot in front of school, as well as the walk-in, ride-in student driver spot right here. Okay. All right, so steps for school day, so arrival. Approach one of 3 check-in stations, okay? This is just a staged version of something, what it's going to look like when you return to school. You got Miss Krieger over here and me over there. I'm for the drivers that are dropped off. Miss Krieger's there for the walk-ins, the student drivers, and the bicyclist. Okay, when you arrive and you're prompted to approach the symptom checker, you'll go ahead and show on your phone the Hazel Health clearance that you cleared for school. If you don't have that screenshot or you don't have a mobile phone, then we'll go ahead and do the symptom checking right on spot and take your temperature and send you on your way to your first class. Now the campus map, you're going to get a paper copy of this, and it will also be available in the slideshow that we've given you. But it might look complicated, but once you get used to it, you'll see it makes sense for the one key thing we need, which is one flow traffic, okay? We don't want people walking counter to each other, and because that creates a safety issue for transmission. Okay, please follow the arrows. How do you know? You don't have to have the map. You can take a look at the white arrows, and those will guide you to where you need to be. C&D buildings, that are interior classrooms, okay? So let's go over that. C&D buildings, enter from the quad side, all right? Stay on the side of your next classroom. So Ms. Krieger will pretend she's got a classroom on the left-hand side. I have a classroom on the right-hand side. And so please follow those arrows on either side of that classroom. K building is similar as well. It's an interior classroom. So fast pass on the right and then off ramp to the classroom. So you can see I'm entering Ms. Gould's classroom, and Ms. Krieger, just for pretend, we'll say is going to Mr. Reardon's classroom at the end of the building. Entering classroom steps. Before you enter, please use hand sanitizer. There will be a stand outside the door. And then you grab a wipe or a paper towel and spray soapy solution upon it. And then you go to your desk and you clean it. Once you finish your class period for the day and the bell rings and you go to exit, and please listen to your teachers and they'll direct you how to do that in a safe and orderly fashion. You throw away the wipe. You use hand sanitizer again. There's a sanitizer unit on the wall and also in the hallway. And then you follow the flow to your next classroom. Now, please, I know there will be temptation to cut corners and take shortcuts. It's very important that you listen to staff and just follow the arrows. Right now, we're just happy to be back at school, and we want this to be as safe experience as possible. So please just follow the arrows. I know it will take you maybe the long way to get to your next class, but patience and understanding and flexibility is what we need in these difficult times. So next up, steps for the school days. Please, if you see signage, observe those signages, okay? Follow the directions there. Okay, next, bring your water bottle. Okay, you will not be able to use the fountains at our brand new water, just I don't know what you call them, water fountains, bottle fill stations, water bottles only. To limit gatherings, you cannot use your lockers. Please don't go near them. Don't test the combination, whatever the case is, right? We don't want people clustering near there. If you have PE on a given day, please dress appropriately so you can engage in physical activity. You are only allowed to drink or eat when you are outside and socially distanced. So this is very important. Outside, socially distanced before you eat and drink. And lastly, only 2 people in the restrooms at a time. There'll be staff to help monitor this and make sure everything's okay, but please call into a restroom if you are uncertain to see if there are 2 people in there. All right. Thank you so very much. I really appreciate it. We all really appreciate your help in making the return to in-person learning possible. This is a group effort. We're in this together, and we all need to rely on each other to follow the guidelines and to make this a successful return to in-person learning. So please follow the 4 pillars, follow the directions of staff, work hard, be kind to one another, and have a great day. Thank you.